Yeah. Yeah.
So we got John
Sick.
versus Keith.
But finally, a deck that I'm familiar with. You're Mr. Yellow. I'm Mr. Never Play Yellow, really.
I know, right? This is like a match made in heaven. But yeah, Keith is a local. He's been playing Yellow for a long time as well. I know he's been dancing around with the starter deck Yamato for a little while.
Yeah,
as well.
he was the only guy playing starter deck Yam, the yellow beard.
But a fun matchup, nevertheless. Tell the people what it's like.
So it's supposed to be rough, right?
Yeah.
Like it is as a Sakazuki player right now.
Keith's playing a leaderless deck right now.
When I'm feeling sweaty, playing Sakazuki, it's a little rough. But wow, that's a
Is that all
triple
his
Hina.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put that one back.
Send that back.
If John plays high drops, it's an easier matchup for him.
True.
If he plays any Kuzan 10 drop, it's a pretty free game at that point.
See, that's not in my list. I don't play 10 drop Kuzan. I play Mihawks. I play the draw 4 Kaido.
It's not bad.
Because I like that card against the mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick South is playing my Sakazuki list, and he is playing 2 10-drop Kuzans in the list. I think he is 2-1 right now.
I mean, I think it's a good card. It makes all his other like little cost bottom deckers much easier to get value off of.
Yeah, definitely for this matchup specifically, because if you can just Lucci 2 Yamatos away, it feels really good.
It feels real strong.
Imagine.
But we'll see where this goes. I think optimally, it's really going to depend on who goes second. Sakazuki kind of has to go second here.
Eventually, Keith will spawn his leader.
I wonder what he's playing.
He's playing leaderless today. He's just playing a yellow deck with no leader.
It's pretty good. Wish I could do that.
For life, it's got to be an L.
Yeah. All right. Man, I'm happy. I'm a blue player, right? Like
There he is.
The screaming Enel. Lobes himself. Going first. Passing turn.
So Sakazuki does get to go second, so we could see a potential brand new turn 1.
Yep.
Which is very, very good. And that
There it
is
is.
exactly what we're going to see.
Top 3. Grabs Kuzan.
Ooh, the max rarity. I love it.
Pitches Ice Age, and was that the Suru?
Always a Hina.
I'm going to pitch a card there.
Every time I have Hina in hand, that's a
Do
free
you
like
draw
card.
Hina is the question.
Probably the most optimal turn 1 Sakazuki can have. Looks like he has a couple Meteor Volcanoes in his hand, too. That's not what the card is. Great Eruption.
So close.
To be fair, the art looks exactly the same.
It really does. Oh.
Big 8 swing here. So we've talked about a little bit in the past of Enel versus this matchup. Personally, I don't like the first swing. Marc's got to do his peeping Tom there. Probably for the
Whoa.
He's
Good
got to
heavens.
peek in the middle. But the swing on here this is exactly why I don't like swinging with Enel first, because now you don't
Gidatsu.
have Gidatsu
Yeah.
to be able to remove that massive threat of Kuzan.
4-drop Kuzan. Another
Oh,
card that I don't
swing.
play on my list. Maybe I'm just bad at this game. I don't know.
It's pretty good. I
I
don't
think
know.
people cut him down to 2 now. He's kind of a discard fodder at this point.
True,
Yeah, so the only way to get rid of that 4-drop Kuzan now is either swinging into it or Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt.
Or I guess Yamato, but we can't do that right now.
In due time, perhaps.
Yeah, that's rough. I'm surprised he swung that big.
Yeah, just didn't have another play, I guess, and
I think we wanted to see the Holy there would be his best play, but also thinking, hey, maybe I just don't want
Again?
to...
Wow.
We're going in.
He
He
can't
says
see
we're
his
not
hand at all,
messing
can
around.
we?
no.
Probably gonna
Keith
see a
holding his
Shura
hand
here.
close to his chest.
Yes. Makes me curious he has all high drops.
Oh,
Oh.
goes
Goes
for
with
the
Thunderbolt.
T-Bolt. Oh,
Gets rid of L4.
Not the worst.
What's the trigger on L4?
You get a life, right?
No, you KO something equal to your opponent's life.
That's right.
So it's Gidatsu, basically. So he could have removed that small guy brand new there.
Little poke.
But
for
not a
5.
huge deal.
There's the Gidatsu.
He
that
did have the Gidatsu.
Yeah,
Could have used
could have
a big
been
body.
very different.
I think removing a brand new is just fine. Brand new is a huge threat. Looks
Hell,
like he's
yeah,
got to
yeah,
take
Blaze.
the Borsellino.
Look at all that money.
I'm so glad I got my Borsas early for this reason.
Oh, I know.
Just gonna
And
go ahead and
Borsellino.
cast the Borsellino.
Adam Sandler.
Completely fine. Cycling a brand new is always scary.
Yeah, so that's the toughest thing with this deck, right? Is knowing when,
Is that a red
if,
rock?
and what. I believe that was a Houndblaze.
Okay.
But playing Sakazuki, knowing when, if, and what to discard to then draw. That's like where a lot of the skill comes in this deck, right? I'm still getting better at it. I still don't know when it's best to do 5 free block with Borsellino and Enel.
Probably the most annoying card in this matchup is that Enel.
Yeah, if he gets it up early on like curve, it's very hard to deal with.
I play a 1 of 3,000 worlds just for this scenario.
Just for removing Enel?
Yeah, I mean,
Ice Age.
Ice
Okay.
Age.
Good start. We're going to see the Houndblaze now.
The question is, does he save it?
Go to 1.
It's not a bad thing.
I think he kind of has to save it.
Yeah.
It's the only thing on his board right now.
Pumping the brand new.
Did he target leader?
With Houndblaze, he targeted brand new.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Houndblaze, probably the most broken card in Sakazuki.
gosh, I
Horrible card in every other deck, but debatably the best card in the deck. It just bottom decks power something up. It is so good.
I am a set one.
He lets it go.
Wow.
Surprising.
But that needs to go to the bottom of the deck.
Yes.
Let's probably have to have someone tell Keith that that needs to go to the bottom deck, not to the discard
Yeah.
pile.
We're gonna have our
Enel.
no.
Yeah, I got Houndblazed. Not a big deal.
Probably
but
doesn't affect much, but we still
Yeah,
want
it's
to
not like
keep
you can
a
get it
correct
back, but-
game
in the
state.
event that he plays like 4 ohms, 4 shows, and we do see it.
oh,
There it is.
Before Mark
Perfect.
gets there, he got it.
You could hear Mark rustling from afar.
Coming hot.
My steps in.
See the man Sherry come down.
Oh.
What is he going to get back here? I feel like he hasn't discarded too much.
There's
Okay, he did
there's
have
the-
Rebecca.
Oh, I didn't see the Rebecca.
He must have milled it with brand new.
And now Sakazuki starts doing Sakazuki
Sakazuki.
things with Rebecca discarding cards, playing cards, putting things in play, getting the back with Manchuri.
I mean, he's got a field day right now. There
Yeah.
is no board state, one life. Like, he is just... This is just set up big guys and go at
Yeah.
this stage of the game.
I really wonder what Keith's hand is.
Even the Yamatos don't have a whole lot of value because there's only 3 life left out there. So that's why I think going full aggro into life early isn't necessarily the greatest plan, but I'm not 3-0 Keith is, so who knows?
Yeah, I see all the time where yellow will pass on their first attack against Sakazuki just to be able to pop their 4-drop.
Do we take this life here? Swinging 5 at the leader. That's
would
going to force a
love
swing with
to know Keith's
Borsellino.
hand.
Or brand new. I think you do take this life because if he swings with the brand new, you can always block that. But opts to just get
Pitch
rid of the
Ohm. Interesting. 4 cards in hand now for Keith, or
I
5?
think it's 5.
5 cards, 1 life.
I think there's 2 Yamatos in there actually.
We've been seeing cards in multiples, crazy amounts today,
Yep,
so it would not
here's
surprise me.
6K swing.
Oh, 5?
5K
Just
swing.
kidding.
Okay. What's he going to do with that last dawn? Probably swing with the
You definitely
Borsellino.
don't have events, so... Ooh.
Wow.
Do we see a trigger here?
It's a
A
life
Thunderbolt
filter.
would be huge.
Ooh, he
Oh, that
wants
would be
to so
disgusting.
bad. A Thunderbolt the
That'd be
Borsellino.
disgusting.
He just opts to quickly
Okay.
throw away the Gadatsu.
Yep.
And a 6K swing here. Pitches
Easy
the 2,
counter out.
and all is
Somebody-
safe. But Keith running out of resources here. Is he at 9 Dawn? I think
He
so.
is. This is where Enel turns on.
So, do you get rid of a brand new, or do you get rid of the Manchuri?
Manchuri.
Do you swing into Manchuri? And remove brand new with Yamato?
Yeah, that's probably better, just like Dawn efficiency, right? Or power efficiency, rather.
They can always bump the brand new.
Is Manchuri a threat if there's no Rebecca in the discard pile?
It can still get back Lucci.
True.
But then the next question is, does Lucci matter here?
Right.
But there's also a Kuzan in the yard. I believe it can grab the Kuzan as well.
You say in the yard?
In the yard, yeah.
In the yard, all right. I
Yeah,
like
so
that.
it's...
With all the boys?
No, it's a magic term because your discard's your graveyard.
Okay, yeah, I don't play Magic, so I
Yeah,
wouldn't know.
yeah. So discard's graveyard, short graveyard yard. Yeah.
Oh.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
It's
Clever
like yard,
girl.
like a field? Backyard?
No, like a
It's
graveyard.
So Keith kind of figuring out
In the
what he wants to
tank.
swing into.
Yeah.
I don't hate swinging into the brand new and removing the other brand new. I don't hate that.
I do not think that you are winning this game if you let Monchari live.
Yeah. Just
But
get the cards back.
resource management is also very important.
I will say it is driving me absolutely crazy that the Borsalinos tapped differently than the other.
Yes.
Like,
Well, no, the
Manchuri-
Manchuri
the
is the one
Manchuri's
that's
the other way.
opposite.
oh, I'm sorry. Yes, yeah.
She's just doing her own thing.
Even the leaders left.
He didn't attack it. It's different.
True.
That's how you knew.
Yeah.
It's a big decision here. I think Yamato's coming down 100%. Like, no questions asked.
It's just a
It's
matter
just,
of
what are
where
we gonna
this
kill?
5 goes.
Yeah. Definitely not in the leader.
Unless.
Definitely not into Borsalino.
Unless.
All
Keith is
right.
5 heading the Borsalino swing into 6.
Oh, gosh.
Yep.
Yep,
Opts to get
brand
rid of
new.
the attacker. I don't hate this.
I think it's really tough if he leaves the little fairy on board, but
Do we know he has a Hound Blaze or anything in his hand?
I don't
He pitched one and
believe
used
so.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 2 are gone, or at least on the bottom of the deck.
There's the Yam.
Yamato is 100% coming down.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
Gadatsu.
Wait, how
What?
much? Oh, okay.
I didn't see that
All
play
right.
coming. Don't
That's
hate it.
interesting.
I guess the board presence is what he's valuing a little bit more than the life gain.
Sure.
He's got 3 cards in hand.
I feel like you could have bigger board presence earlier by doing the Ohm. And then it's a 6K because it's less life.
Hmm.
Maybe valuing the
Netsuo,
2 swings.
Doggo.
Yeah.
John's got a huge hand. I think he's completely fine here. Like, there's multiple plays he could do. He could swing with leader
Yep.
for 5, play a 7-drop Borsalino completely safely. Ooh, the
Ooh.
ulti.
You know, I've been seeing that pop up in lists, and I love it. I love the idea of it.
So that ulti, Don X1, bottom deck at 2 or less?
Or you can save your Manchuri, put it back
You
in your
can
hand.
put cards of yours back in your hand, so you can bounce your brand news to reuse them,
Mm-hmm.
or as
Okay,
Kevin said,
I see. I see the synergy.
is
Stuff.
both players.
Okay, I
Yeah.
gotcha. Kind of like the old Kaya bouncing with Nami days.
Mhm.
Right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Speaking of that, there is a Nami out there.
There is.
I don't know if it's winning, but there is a Nami out there.
It's trying its best.
So -1 to Gadats.
Probably got to see the 7-drop Borsalino here.
Question: what do you think about dice with minus cost? Do you set the die for what it's at now or what it's been minused?
I do what it's minused.
Hot
So,
take. I don't like
1
dice.
Dawn, or 1 -1, a 1 counter's going on there.
I agree, but I've seen a lot of people do otherwise. Did Keith just block with Sanji for a
Yeah.
5K
I
attack?
think he did.
He did. I think he has 2 Yamatos. I'm
Yeah,
so
no
pretty sure they
counter
were
in
there.
hand.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yikes.
Draw 4.
You are feeling great as Sakazuki now. Like,
That's a lot of pressure.
That's really hard to come back from.
huge body. You have 1.5 billion cards in hand. Like,
Well, Yamato is definitely removing the brand new now.
Kinda has to play it
100%.
sure.
But- Like we were talking about before the match, if that was a 10-drop Kuzan as well, that Gadatsu dying would also be pretty
Sure,
huge. I mean,
sure.
I think any 10-drop in that scenario would just be really good. But Kaido, draw 4. Hey, here's 4 2Ks.
They're
That's
both
how you
very
have to think
intimidating
about
in their
it.
own way.
Yeah. Not
Half
the
his deck's in
other
his hand.
10-drop Kaido, though.
Oh, no.
No, not that one.
Not the bounce an 8 cost, bounce 3 cost.
He's very cool, but no.
Yeah.
If Blue Croc couldn't make him work, then Sakazuki definitely ain't making him work.
No, unfortunately.
But this beautiful dragon,
Even his alt.
yeah. Yeah, this guy is not skimping out on the alt arts.
John looking at Keith in the eyes, being like, "What now, bud?"
Yeah.
What are you going to do with this?
Hey, you have to Yamato, right? There's just no world where you don't Yamato this turn.
I mean,
he's
I'm
got
gonna
4
be
swings.
totally honest. I am always all for the comeback story, but I don't see
so
that
good.
happening.
I mean, we could start with a 6 at lead, right? With the Gadatsu.
Sure. Get
But I
rid
put
of one
2K.
of 12 cards in hand.
Yeah. Surprise, I play Purple Law in my NL deck. Oh, and it's all counter, too. Well, not all
That,
counter.
no,
It's
that's his
two.
discard.
Oh,
is his trash.
yeah. Derp.
His yard, if you will.
Sorry. There's still like 30 cards there.
Yeah, it's the same amount of cards.
Oh, he does have a
I
lot
see
of
the
counter
Sabo
though.
in hand. Still has a lot of counter.
There's
yeah.
2Ks.
Tashigi's.
Rebecca.
There's 3 Rebeccas in there. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is 100% Sakazuki's game to win.
Yeah, I
Can't say
hate.
it quite yet.
I hate calling it early, so I won't.
Okay. Can we remove the brand new from the board now, please?
What if he doesn't have Yamato? Maybe something else we're seeing. At least
That
I'm
would be
seeing.
really, really bad.
That's
Okay,
gonna be rough otherwise.
6.
Oh.
Yeah, I think you just have to go for leader. Like, there's
6 of life, 6 of life.
basically
Yamato
revealing
brand
Just for
new.
fun.
he doesn't have the Thor.
Just take it for
Just
fun.
for flavor, extra. Get a new card, see what
Yeah.
happens.
I want to see 60% of my deck this game.
Block, 1k gone.
A Rebecca.
Pitches a Rebecca.
One of
The
3
one
Non-pretty one.
Non-pretty, yep.
Kept the good ones in hand.
Oh, are we going to see Akata Curry? Akata Curry.
Interesting.
Katakuri Gadatsu to bottom.
He must not have... Alright, he could have El Thor, you know.
Oh,
Looks like his hand is Ohm. Was that another Akata Curry?
I think it was another Katakuri.
Oh,
So the
boy.
yams were Katakuris.
Oh, yeah. The other one's not altered, though, so it looks like a Yamato.
That is brutal.
Yeah, that's a lot worse than Yamato.
He had to get the life back.
They both mulligan, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Oh, now he
I
uses
think
the.
he has Ice Age in the
Never.
hand too. If this Katakuri comes off the board, like that's really, really bad. We could say see the Rebecca into the Hina, bringing it down to a 3-cost card.
Another situation where 10 drop Kuzan just.
I'm telling you, it's the way
Claps
to go.
back.
Yeah.
It makes the NL match way easier.
Kind of just goes to show how Sakazuki is just so good. There's so many cards you could play in this deck that have so much merit and value.
And you get to see so many cards. You're
Correct.
you're seeing 2 cards a turn. It is just for free, baseline, as long as you don't like a card in your hand a little bit.
AKA the Hinas.
Late
Yeah.
game card, that's cool. Let's turn it into an early game card.
Yeah.
Thinking about the 12 at lead here. Do you just go for game? I mean, Keith has 2 cards in hand.
He needs 3 swings, so theoretically he could.
Oh, another huge threat.
Sure. Draw another card. Because why not? Both the threats that we played have replaced themselves.
New
6 Dawn
options,
left.
just new options.
Into Luci, whatever.
I mean, I feel like if he sets up another blocker here, it's completely hopeless. It's kind of already hopeless, but
He has a Rebecca in hand.
He does?
That's a blocker.
Oh, so if you need a Rebecca, summon a Hina, minus that.
takes this. Oh, he has 2
Yeah.
life. I forgot he has 2 life. Is this a trigger?
Spicy trigger.
T-Bolt would be
Kill
big.
Borso?
I think you have to kill Kuzan.
Oh.
Does he
Discard the
Catch the other
Katakuri.
Katakuri.
Or does he put the Sanji back in line?
Oh my god.
He could.
It's not a bad play.
He's got to remove that Kuzan. That little Kuzan is a huge problem.
There's just too many threats to deal with.
Yep.
Kuzan's a problem at this point.
Sabo. Rebecca.
Oh,
It's just an L. The pretty an L.
Pretty, you know.
Fancy foot.
Yes, the
creepy
grippers.
toes,
The
those
grippers are out.
there. The dogs, if you will.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I'm John here, I think I'm swinging again with
Eh.
the Brano.
He doesn't have Dawn to spare.
Yeah. I could do anything and still feel safe. Like I
Yeah,
could.
that's what I'm saying. Like, just go for it at this point. You know he's going to hit a Gadatsu in his hand, which is not going to help him at all.
Because he has 2 cards in hand, right?
Yep.
And you just got rid of the Rush character that could potentially be a threat.
Sabo. Draw more cards.
Pitch the uncountables.
So the homie Franklin is 3-1 right now,
Oh,
piloting Purple Luffy.
nice.
So one of the only Purple Luffy kind of in top right now, considering
Yeah.
all the top tables up to this point were Sakazuki
Yellows.
and Enel.
Yeah.
Purple Luffy has a really good matchup at Enel, though. It's a little rough with Sakazuki because of the Borsos.
You should probably have played.
I know.
purple.
I want to try
Your-
something different. I was very bored of purple.
Your last minute decision in the car to
Yeah, it
switch
was a
to
mistake.
red purple Luffy.
I've been playing purple. I've been
Goes
winning
for
with purple.
Sabo.
I'm like, you know what? Let's do something fun. Bad idea.
So not only is the Kuzan here to stay, but now it's protected by Sabo.
Yeah.
So it truly is not going
Yeah. Oh my
anywhere.
gosh, yeah.
Unless he puts it back in life. That's the only way around it.
Sure.
I mean, at this point, I think you just start swinging for life
You
and
can't Yamato
praying.
actually, yeah.
A Yamato would be good, but he can't Yamato even the brand new.
You get a life though, so ooh.
Yeah, that's helpful.
Nick was 2-1 going into this round, so
Playing Sakazuki as well.
he is playing Sakazuki.
Yeah, I imagine that a lot of today is what we're seeing right now. Enel and Sakazuki.
Attacking with the blocker.
Sure.
Thinking it's just going to get removed anyway. This might as well, right? Pitch 2K. I've got like 6 more.
6 again.
Block
Block, pitch
1K.
1K.
Another Borsellino.
That's just rude.
Yeah. Brand new's big ass forehead getting ready to
That
turn
forehead's
sideways.
just fucking smacking it.
With the hollow foil dot right in the middle of it.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
what is... I don't even know if Yamato saves him at this point.
I cannot think of a series of cards that gets Keith out of this situation. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. It's just my
the
brain
Sabo
is
was
not
kind
getting
of like
nail in the
the
coffin.
cherries on top of the icing on top of the strawberries on top of the cake, right? Like, that just kind of sealed it all in.
Yeah. 8 at Borsellino.
Yeah, I guess get the blockers off the board if he does go for life, and well, there it
There's
is.
Yep. Katakuri, Sanji, and
Back
Omari.
Not
in.
Yamato's. Yikes.
But I don't like putting the
Bottom.
I don't like putting it on bottom because
Yeah.
you only have 2 cards in hand. That means you're gonna have to pitch both cards in your hand to be able to trigger a Enel effect and the Sanji.
Right.
That's very true.
That is good shout.
So it'd be better to get the, take the top one first, and then discard it for the.
I mean, I guess you could take the Gadatsu into your hand as a pitch card for the Sanji.
Yeah, that's what I was
Have
thinking.
1 card left. But I mean, if either of those cards are Yamato, you're just basically saying
Can't
good luck
work.
in round 5.
Yep. Free
Quick
poke.
5 at leader. If he's able to remove both of these, that'd be really like.
That's what I was trying to look
Let's
at his
flex in the
hand
camera.
with. I didn't see like another Hound Blaze or anything like that, and I know he pitched a Lucci, but he can easily get that Katakuri down to 2 cost.
Lucci, Great Eruption.
He has Great Eruption for sure.
Yeah, so Great Eruption, Lucci, Leader Swing. Would that get him there?
Just
Ice
just
Age.
Great
Ice
Eruption.
Age, Ice Age, yeah.
Ice Age.
Oh,
Leader
like
Swing,
doing
Ice
the other one.
Age, Great Eruption. Yeah, that would be
I think
6
he had
on.
2 in there.
Yeah, he opened double Great Eruption. I don't think he played either of them, unless he pitched them.
I don't think he pitched at all.
Mm-mm.
Because there's a Hina pitch,
And
Gucci. Oh, help. Houndlays.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think he cares about Hound Blaze at this point. There's a
He
Kaido on the
doesn't need
board. He could just swing 12 at 1 and then remove the other one. Beige out of the hand.
Yep.
Off of a 5K swing.
Oh,
There's 1
telling.
card.
Yep.
2 cards left. Let's see.
I will-
Guarantee
Yep.
5 at life.
Poke with the forehead.
It's like a ram.
Yeah. So now you got
Take
6 swings. Let's
And
pitch.
you saw John nodded his head. He's like, "Yep."
There's no thread board. What's
Go
the
ahead and
name?
throw the Gadatsu away.
Beige. There's no beige thread. Nothing.
He's just
That's where we're at
basically
now.
making it so no matter what, those Katakuris are both getting cleared. You swing 12 at the Katakuri, you can't protect it no matter what. And then you just remove the other one with the Hound Blaze or whatever at this point.
One of his 17
7-drop
cards.
Borso.
That's
would
true.
be even
I think,
harder.
I think I saw one of those in his hand actually.
Yep, remove that. Now let you draw that blocker. And guess what? 7-drop Borso is going to
Yep.
give you a really bad time.
Yeah.
Let me find it in my deck.
let me sift through. Because unless he pitched Borsellino 7-drop,
For another Kuzan? Or Rebecca?
Oh, Rebecca.
Okay.
Rebecca get.
Hina.
My goodness.
Yep, get rid of the brand new. Better body.
Upgrade.
Broken card.
Make you cost nothing.
-1.
Sir.
Oh, he does have Houndlays.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And a Hound Blaze.
Yeah, sure.
He
I think
can't use his leader ability now.
If he swings with Sabo, he gets rid of the entire hand.
I think I would have done that a little differently if I were John, utilizing the Hound Blaze with brand new. But
I think swinging was correct. because he'd have to discard the other card to trigger the Sanji, put a card on top of life, have no hand, draw for turn with 1.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think either play was bad.
I mean, he'd basically get a free blocker, I guess, so maybe not. But if that was a Yamato, and that was going to make or break, it's not going to make or break the game. Let me start there, but make or break, a turn choice.
Yeah.
Yamato does remove a Hina, which isn't bad at all.
It's a start.
Right?
Frees
It
a
is a
spot that he's
start.
in the trash himself.
But just the 10-drop Kaido is so oppressive. 12k body.
You can't waste on to try to kill it either. You have to leave it be.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, it's so safely protected by the Dressrosa duo.
Yeah, Keith kind of looking at his hand, just
Yep,
saying,
there's
a
that's
fist
bump.
it, man.
Oh, no.
yeah.
Gross.
No Yamatos. Did the best he could. He hung out.
I will say
I want to see the top deck.
Yeah, it's going to be all the Yamatos together.
Oh, he has Mihawk, too.
Mihawk in the deck, yep. Borsalino and Tashigi in life. So he had counter in life. John L. going to be taking this win with